Hi, good evening, and welcome to another edition of Activate Albany. This is Jamila Hills, and this is our very first episode of Chopping It Up. I am here with Mr. Arthur Foster, who was nice enough to come in today and speak with me a little bit about how he's been feeling during this 2020 pandemic and what he's been doing to cope with some of the stressors that a lot of our young teens and young adults have been dealing with. Hi Arthur, how are you today?
I'm doing good.
That's good, that's good. So I want to first off thank you for taking the time out to come and have this session with me tonight. So tell me a little bit about, how you've been dealing with the pandemic since 2020, since March of 2020.
So the pandemic, when it first started, it was like a rush. It was like surprising because it's out of nowhere.
Right.
But then as time went on, I got used to it. Like it's like staying at home, but you can still do certain things, but only at a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like limited options. But yeah, it's like after like a couple of weeks, it's like I adapted to it really quickly.
Really? Okay, so you didn't have any feelings about not being able to go to school regularly or have that normal social interaction with your peers?
Well, yeah, in the first month of the pandemic, first 2 months of the pandemic, that was the struggle for me.
Right.
Because I'm socially active, I play sports, and I do all these other social things. Because I just can't be in the house, so I'm always outside around people. And then I heard about this where we can't go outside, we can't be near our friends, and it's like, whoa, it just shocked me completely.
Right. So how do you deal with that?
I had to adapt to it. It was a struggle at first because it's like I want to go outside, but I can't. So I had to stay in the house, and I had to find something to do.
Right.
So after like a week or two, I found something to do, and it was like, okay, I'm used to it now.
Okay. So I'm going to get in your business a little bit because maybe you can give some good tips and good pointers for other people who are, in isolation and maybe looking for things to do while they're in the house. What were some of the things that you were doing to keep yourself occupied during the lockdown?
I was helping around my house, helping family with stuff, helping like people that like I can't help, like moving around areas. Helping other people move stuff and helping like clean around the house and stuff, like just regular family things.
Okay, that's awesome. That's really cool. So now, 2020 school year, were you able to go back to normal school? How did that work out?
So in the beginning, the first 3 months of school, I was in school, and then our school got shut down because a 10th grader caught a COVID case once. So then we're on Zoom and then the school. So now we're trying to go back to school next week, but I don't know for sure if we're able to.
Gotcha. Would you prefer to go back to school?
Yes.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you miss most about being in school?
It's like being socially active, having fun, being around people. And it's not like you're sitting in front of a computer all day or a screen all day.
Okay. So what do you think are some good tips that you could provide for other teens who may be dealing with the stress of the pandemic differently than you are? Because you seem to have a lot of great positive outlets to help you deal with the pandemic, and that's awesome. But unfortunately, not all kids are like that, and not all kids are able to handle the pandemic as positively as you have. So what kind of advice or words of encouragement would you offer to a peer who may be struggling during this time?
Well, first, try new things because this is like shocking to the world and everybody about it. So you have to try new things. Try helping out people because that's basically the only thing you really can do. For athletes and people that play sports, it's harder because they can't go outside, they can't play sports, they can't do anything. So it's like you can still work out, but you can't unless you have any type of equipment for a sport you can do it with the people in your house, but you can't do anything else. Your body, it tries to get tired on you, and it tries to give up on you, but but you gotta like keep working with it.
Mhm.
Set mind goals for yourself, and yeah,
Can you say that last part again?
set goals for yourself.
No, say it the way you said it the first
Set
time.
mind goals for yourself.
That is really great. I just wanted you to say it again because that was really encouraging for, you know, to share with others.
Mhm.
You know, but please continue.
So it's like, it's hard because it makes you just like, for especially teens, because we play the game and stuff, it makes you just want to sit there all day because that's the only thing we really can do, because it's like, we don't want to do anything around the house. Just like, it's better for you because you get to know your family better, you get to do things with them, you get to communicate with them better, you get to build stronger bonds with them.
All right, so Arthur, you have definitely provided us with some really good coping skills and some very encouraging words that we can utilize for our other peers who may be struggling during this time. I think that your coping skills are impeccable. I think it's great that you are able to develop these coping skills on your own and be able to independently manage the stress of dealing with the pandemic. You know, share that with your peers. I'd like to thank you for taking the time out to meet with me and chop it up with me a little bit about what's going on. I'd like to thank all of you out there for watching our very first episode of Chopping It Up.